What's up, girls, boys, and joys? It is I, Yasmin, also known as Glitterblossom. You may notice that is not CompleteIndie, also known as Josie, and that's because Josie can't record tonight. So she asked for some help, and I was happy to provide it. I'm going to be reading off of her script, so when I say things like, I chose this card, it really means Josie chose this card, but, just to minimize confusion and such. So, with all that said, welcome to today's video. Since all of us are locked up in quarantine, I decided it would be good to crank out an episode of Battle of Wits. Meet Saskia the Unyielding. Saskia the Unyielding is a 4-color commander that costs black, red, green, white. Wow. She is a 3/4 with vigilance and haste, and when she enters, you choose a player. Whenever your creatures deal combat damage, that much damage is also dealt to the chosen player. Cool. Sorry, I don't know these cards, because I usually just play like standard and limited and such, so this is kind of a learning experience for me too. Happy to go on this journey with y'all. Thank you, Josie. Ultimately, I saw one deck idea in particular that stuck out to me. Saskia Infect. So, in the midst of the virus that shall not be named, here we go. So to start, we need to create our mana base. Evolving Wilds and Terramorphic Expanse will be the start of that. Cheap, budget-friendly includes that let us get any basics from our deck. Command Tower and Grand Colosseum also serve as 4-mana color fixing, and the Colosseum's downside barely hurts this deck in the long run. Jungle Shrine, Nomad Outpost, Sandstep Citadel, and Savage Lands are all 3-color tap lands to help stabilize our mana fixing. Temple of the False God gets in as a 2-mana land for the late game. As for our more utility-styled lands, starting us off is Karn's Bastion, which is a colorless land that can also be used to proliferate, which is helpful for an infect deck, and serves as an option even when we're drawing a dead card. Kessig Wolfrun is also colorless, but serves as an effective, repeatable pump spell that gives our creatures trample. Pendelhaven is not only a green land that enters untapped, but is also able to turn on 1/1s into 2/3s. Interesting. Which, in a deck with a decent amount of 1/1s, is pretty helpful. Rogue's Passage can make our infect attackers unblockable for a turn. Slayer's Stronghold is also a pump land, able to give 2 extra power, also vigilance and haste, and Windbrisk Heights is able to let us cast a big expensive spell from our deck for just 1 white mana. Oh, wow, commander lands are wild. Next, our creature base. For this, I'll be going in alphabetical order. First off, Alesha who smiles at death. Alesha's a card our deck can afford to run because most of our creatures are smaller as 1/1s or 2/2s. Plus, she's a 3/2 with first strike, which is always welcome. Core Prowler is an infect creature that proliferates when it dies. Hot. Corpse Cur is a creature that, when it dies, returns another infect creature to our hand. Evolution Sage is a creature that proliferates whenever a land enters the battlefield for us. Flesh-Eater Imp is an infect creature that serves as a sacrifice outlet to make itself stronger. At instant speed too, which allows for good pressuring. Gore-Clan Rampager, probably, is a 4/4 trampler, but more importantly, has a Blood Rush ability to serve as a surprise combat trick. Hand the Praetors is our infect lord, pumping other infect creatures and setting up a very dangerous clock. Ogre Battle Driver serves as a quick pump spell to turn that 1/1 insect with infect into a 3/1 with haste. Phyrexian Swarmlord is a wincon, able to create anywhere from 1 to 20 tokens with ease. Spinebiter is a 3/4 with what equates to unblockable. Also, we have around 20 creatures whose sole purpose is to deal infect damage, like Putrefax and Glistener Elf. As for instant and sorcery spells, we have a wide variety between removal, pump, and similar effects. Bounty of Might is a pump spell we can divide among our creatures, or even just sink a +9/+9 into a single creature, all at instant speed. Carrion Call creates us 2/1/1 insects with infect. Try saying that 3 times fast. Chance for Glory gives us an extra turn, as well as protecting all our creatures, and we can use it to get that final blow with ease. Chandra's Ignition is a board wipe that can also bring other players that much closer to death. Groundswell is good for when we've played that land that turn, allowing an extra 4 damage by surprise. Invigorate can give us a 0-mana pump spell without the downside really affecting us. Mardu Charm is a versatile spell that can remove creatures, make tokens, or make our opponents discard. Might of Oaks is also a pump spell we can use to get the final kill in with ease. Nature's Claim is effectively free artifact or enchantment removal. Planewide Celebration is a versatile spell, from proliferating 4 times, returning cards to our hand from grave, gaining life, creating 2/2s, or any mix of those. Heads up, the 2/2 citizens aren't often going to be helpful. Putrefy is also removal for creatures and artifacts at instant speed. Scale Up can be a pump spell of sorts that can be overloaded for the definite kill. Temur Battle Rage is double strike, and maybe even Trample, helping to get that fatal kill in easier. Terminate removes creatures for cheap, and Utter End removes anything for cheap as well. For our enchantments, we have Angelic Destiny to make our creatures able to kill in 1 or 2 hits. Berserker's Onslaught and Dictate of the Twin Gods both allow us to deal double damage to our opponents, and Fires of Yavimaya and Rhythm of the Wild allow us to give our creatures haste and/or a pump. In the artifacts category, we have Contagion Clasp to proliferate, Mage Slayer to deal infect damage even when blocked, and Trailblazer's Boots and Whispersilk Cloak to make our creatures unblockable. Domri, Anarch of Bolas, serves as one final spotlight in the list, able to buff all our creatures, add mana, and force our infect creatures to fight others, putting -1/-1 counters on them. Finally, as with other decks, here are 3 cards that, should your budget allow for it, should go in, but aren't part of today's deck. And those cards are Blightsteel Colossus, Strixix the Blight Dragon, Strixkix the Blight Dragon, excuse me, I'm so sorry, and Demonic Tutor. The first 2 are very heavy infect hitters that can close out the game by themselves, and Demonic Tutor just allows you to find any card you need to succeed. The deck in total comes up to under $85. You can see the deck list in the description below, and you can buy it from Card Kingdom. I use Card Kingdom for all of my pricing, and the service is apparently really good. Also, not sponsored. Yasmin is also not sponsored. Here are some quick little tricks for while you're playing. Scale Up and Angelic Destiny combine to create a 10/10 with flying, first strike, and likely infect, allowing you to kill someone by turn 5. Mage Slayer and Angelic Destiny also allows a creature to attack and, assuming it goes unblocked, instantly kills the player of your choice. Chandra's Ignition, coupled with either Angelic Destiny or Scale Up, will put 5 or more -1/-1 counters on all creatures and bring each opponent halfway to death's door. You can then swing on the empty battlefield to get the surefire kill. Thanks for watching, y'all. Remember to have fun, and if you liked the video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. With this whole virus going around, things are harder for everyone, so be sure to show your support when you can. Ciao! This was fun. I hope y'all enjoyed. I hope I did a good job for my friend Josie, and Yeah. Have a good night, y'all. Bye.